Oh my God. So I'm watching Tisa. I'm watching Tisa. I did a video about her yesterday or the day before, and I disagreed with her very strongly about, her take that Harry had made a bad decision. And then this morning I woke up, I read a few articles, one of them in The Cut, and then I did another video saying, look, Harry, just undo your RSVP and say you're not coming. It's so difficult. And I feel like a waffler. Like I feel like, why can't I be cement and just take one position and stick with it? I'm worse than a Libra, they can't make up their minds. So I'm listening to Tisa today, and what do I think? I think her video today is very powerful. It's a very powerful argument about why Harry shouldn't go. It's like painfully powerful. Like really, she reminds me of a lot of things that I chose to forget because I'm like that. That's my nature to try to just, not think about unpleasant things. Um, wow. Where am I today? Today I feel like, you know what? I think, oh, I hate to say it, I think Tisa is right. I think Tisa is right. And I think the fact that they clearly were not successful in getting any of the concessions they wanted to make it possible for them to go. And it seems that they negotiated for a very long time. It took them a very long time to make the decision. And then finally, they decided yesterday, the 12th, 2 days ago, they decided, okay, Harry's going to go and Meghan will stay with the kids. And of course, I had made that suggestion months ago that they should do it that way. And then I changed my mind. I said, it's disrespectful to Meghan. I mean, it's them getting their way and breaking up. They're a package deal, Harry and Meghan and those children. You know what? Look. If Harry undoes this RSVP, his title is in jeopardy, and so is the title for Lilibet and Archie. And these are really the only two things that he loses. And so I think that he and Meghan have to decide what's important to them. Is it important enough to them to be the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Princess Lilibet and Prince Archie? Do those things matter? If they matter, Harry has to go. If they don't matter and he feels that their brand can still survive without it, as Mr. and Mrs. Mountbatten Windsor and Lilibet Mountbatten Windsor and Archie Mountbatten Windsor, then I would say under the RSVP. Under the RSVP. Tell them that, it's too much of a conflict with his family. And, with Archie's birthday, he's torn, and he has a son, and his son is only going to be 4 years old once. You know what I'm saying? This is his birthday. His father was privy to this before they chose this date. Why did they choose this date? Of all the days in the world, why May 6th for the coronation? It was not an accident. So if it doesn't have anything to do with Archie, what does it have to do with? I have some other ideas, but I could be wrong about that too. The date was wrong from the gate. Tisa said that. I see, this is her terminology. I don't use this kind of terminology. It's wrong from the gate. You see, this is very American slang. It's wrong from the gate. And she's right. This was wrong from the gate. Why did they do that, right? So now Harry's going because it's strategic. I mean, strategic is you hold on to your titles, you hold on to a connection to the family. But I mean, Tisa is right. They kicked you out of Frogmore. They are not trying to hold on. I'm surprised they invited you. And again, they invited you not because they loved you. I said that. I think I was right about that. It was strategic for them and it's strategic for you. But strategic insofar as what? The only thing you're getting out of this are titles. Let him take the titles. And if it means that much to him, just hand them back to him before he even takes them. Because Harry and Meghan don't really, really need those titles. The titles are nice, they're seductive, but they don't need the titles. And other than the titles, there's nothing else that they have over Harry and Meghan, right? To be, to have lost the negotiations where Harry and Meghan have to make this very difficult decision that has an impact on their family because they have a young son whose birthday it is on the same day. And Harry has to take this long trip. You never know what happens in life. Life is very unpredictable, right? You take this trip, you come back. That's what you think, right? You don't really know what happens in life, right? And for what? For titles? You're afraid that they're going to take your titles? Give them back their titles. Be preemptive. Make a preemptive strike, right? Be play offense, right? If you're really that concerned, or if you're not that concerned, on RSVP, say that it's too much. You thought it over. It was a very, very difficult decision, but your son's birthday is on May 6th, and you just feel like you shouldn't leave your family at a time like this. And you also think it's going to be very, very distracting and take away from your father, with all of the press and so on and so forth. And so you've decided to stay with your family because Tisa is right. I mean, she put it in a very brutal way. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal, but it's true. It's true. Because for me, my La La Land, it's like, let's make up, let's be a family, but they're not making up and they're not being a family. You're not going to be on the balcony with the family. You're not going to be a part of the procession. What in the name of God are you going over there to do? What are you going over there to do? They want to take away your line of succession, take away the line of succession, because I don't think the monarchy is going to last another 50 years. I really don't. That monarchy, its days are numbered, and I say that with all due respect. I mean, people are going to wake up and smell the coffee that this is not sustainable. This is not true. This is false. This is false. You have sold us a can of goods for thousands of years, and now we be woke. We be woke, okay? And we don't want to do this anymore, where you have all these assets, all this money, all this at our expense. You don't even pay taxes. We, the poor people who make $15,000 a year, pay taxes. And you don't pay taxes with $19 billion in the Crown Trust estate, etc. And I say this with all due respect. I say this with all due respect, right? I say this with all due respect. This is not sustainable. William has $1 billion in the Duchy of Cornwall. To do what? He does to lift his pinky at his leisure, right? Right? This is not sustainable. This isn't going to last another 50 years. And if all that Harry and Meghan are concerned about are their titles, then I say then there's nothing to be concerned about. Either Harry and Meghan are going to this together or nobody's going. So the royals can come back to the table, right? Give them a chance to come back to the table and meet your conditions, right? Your conditions are this. It's me, my wife, my kids. Can you accommodate us? If they can't, then I'm out. I'm staying home with my kid. Harry, I think that's what you should do. But don't listen to me. I'm up now. I said this morning, don't listen to me. I'm still saying don't listen to me because I don't want to give you the wrong advice. But with Tisa's video and just with my gut and that article in The Cut this morning and just other things, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. I think you should not go.